Welcome to DeFi Crypto, today's daily crypto news. Okay, I think everything is working. Alright. Maybe I should have changed the time slot. We're still testing this stuff. So I'm not sure if everything's working properly, but we'll see. Alright, I think we're live. Let me double check. Let's double check. Let's go. We're gonna check on our main page to see what you guys are seeing, just to be sure that I'm doing this right and I'm not screwing up too much. I think it's working. So, go to videos. Okay, we're live. So, there you go. Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, so it's working. Perfect. All right, I'm still testing, so it's still a little bit confused at the beginning. I'm sorry. All right, so we're gonna do it. We have about an hour today before I have to go. So let's get into it. Make sure you watch our Time to Be Your Own Bank video, part 8, where we explain how you can maximize your Luna profits. Okay, very popular video, and I highly encourage you to have a look at it. We have a ton of very exciting strategies, especially because this year we're entering a bear market. There's a lot of dirty words that governments don't want to talk about, but we're gonna get into a recession. Inflation is gonna be crazy. There's a good chance we're gonna have stagflation. Stagflation is like a recession that just won't go away. Because inflation is going to be very high. They're not going to be able to fight it very well. And there's all kinds of other issues. You know, the war in Ukraine is pushing the price of oil, gas, and food and other and strategic minerals very high, which means more inflation, as if we needed any. So in general, the markets are going to be down, and I show a strategy on how to take advantage of the stock market being bearish this year. And we see that in the Time to Be Your Own Bank video, Luna edition. Okay, welcome everybody. We're going to answer your questions in the second half of the video. All right, don't forget, if you want to contact me, you can. It's on Twitter. You can DM me, like this guy here has been DMing me. And it's at DeFi Crypto T. And don't forget to follow. We're trying to get the numbers a lot bigger here. Finally, we reached 3,000. We're over 3,000. But, you know, we need bigger numbers. So don't forget to follow on Twitter. And we need you to like the live stream, okay? We want more YouTube to send us more viewers. Without likes, we get no viewers. It's like that, okay? The algorithm is looking for likes, okay? We get several hundred people watch the videos, but we get like 20, 30 likes. What is that? Come on, you know, encourage me a little bit. You know, it costs nothing. All you have to do is hit the like button. So do it. All right, so in the news today, bad news for crypto, well, they say crypto ATM, but it's Bitcoin ATMs in the UK. The FCA orders all the operators to shut down. They don't like them. Basically, they want the ATMs to be registered with the FCA and to comply with money laundering and all that jazz, because they don't want these things to be anonymous. Okay? They want to know who is doing what, when, where, and all the time, and they want to put a little camera up their butt so that they know what everybody's doing, okay? And there are not that many ATMs, actually. It's about 81 of them, according to this. And even companies that are fully registered are not allowed to set up ATMs yet. It's going to take a while before you see Bitcoin ATMs back in the UK. The system, the regulations are confusing. They don't know what they're doing yet. And they'd rather ban everybody than have people do Bitcoin anonymously because they think only criminals do that. Sure, I believe it. So yeah, so that's not good news, because other countries might follow suit. Okay, I don't know what the situation is in the US in terms of regulations, because there are lots of Bitcoin ATMs in the US, but maybe regulations more lenient in the US, I don't know. But in the UK, definitely it's not working. See, 106 firms have applied to register with the FCA to offer crypto services. Only 27 are fully registered. 7 of them have been refused. 56 of them have been refused by the FCA, and others have withdrawn their application. And then it says of the remaining 23, they're in what they call the temporary registration regime, which allows them to continue to operate their applications while their applications remain under assessment. And that can take months and months and months and months and months. Don't you love regulations? I love regulations. That's how ridiculous governments are. It's insane. Similarly, Bank of Israel publishes draft guidelines for crypto deposits. So basically, the Bank of Israel, there's positive news in there and negative news in there. The positive is that now, hi everybody, I'll answer your questions in the second half. The central bank says now that Israel banks are not allowed to just refuse crypto transactions outright. Okay, so that's good news. However, they're piling up and piling up and piling up a lot of crap on top. So basically, they have to conduct risk assessments and set up policies and procedures for transfers coming from or going into virtual currencies. So they have to figure out if you're, they have to verify your transaction just in case you do something bad, right? And so for licensed crypto firms and financial asset service providers, banks will be required to examine each case on its own and will not be allowed to issue a sweeping refusal. So at least a sweeping refusal is not allowed anymore. But you know, if you're Binance or Coinbase or whatever centralized exchange operates in Israel, now it's case by case for each bank. Okay, decide, yeah, we don't like you, so we're not going to let you operate, or we will, and blah blah blah. Yeah, like banks are not criminals. Okay, like banks don't do it, and they're all little angels that work there and don't do anything bad ever. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway. So they have the draft aligns with anti-money money laundering rules that took effect in November last year. Crypto advocates in Israel told CoinDesk at the time that banks have typically taken an ad hoc approach to accept deposits involving crypto, and they were hopeful new rules would help bank onboard crypto users more easily. So there's some hope there. On the other hand, I keep telling you people, trash your fiat and just operate in crypto. Why do you need the freaking banks? Honest. What's the point? What's the point? Why can't we just operate in the crypto world? Okay? Even to buy real assets. You want to buy tomatoes, you want to buy a burger, okay? you want to buy anything, why don't you just trade crypto direct and forget the darn banks? What benefit does the bank give you except charging you a lot of fees and making your life miserable by piling up all these ridiculous regulations? Okay? Governments are not scared of money laundering. Governments are not scared of criminals, using money. That's a pretext. Governments are scared of losing tax money. That's what governments are scared of. Okay? That's the only reason they have all these stupid policies, not to protect your assets. It's to protect their income, the tax revenue. That's what they want to protect. You have to be very clear on that. Okay? They lie through their teeth, okay, because they're politicians and that's their job. Their job is to lie through their teeth. That's what it is, okay? Next, at least we have in the US a Bitcoin senator, Ms. Loomis, this is quite positive because, as I just said, governments want to tax crypto. Okay, in the US, they're pretty adamant about that. They're pretty aggressive about that. Now, what they're trying to do is to ensure, what she wants to do is to limit the taxation on crypto so that it sort of makes sense. Because the way the law, they passed this huge 10,000 page bill, spending bill last year. Okay, Biden wanted trillions and trillions of dollars spent on everything. And the way they write laws in the US, many times they're omnibus bills. They're not a law for a single purpose. They just pile up a bunch of stuff in there, okay, and hope that all the people that are supposed to vote on the law don't read everything, and they try to get some stuff passed with other things. Okay, so they inserted a few pages about crypto that has nothing to do with spending bill, but they wanted to insert some regulations about how to tax crypto in that bill. Okay, saying, well, that's how we're going to fund the extra spending. They lie. It's not the true purpose. The true purpose is just to find ways to get their hands on crypto assets for taxes. Okay. Now, this lady, and she's from Wyoming. Wyoming is probably the most crypto-friendly state in the U.S., and nobody lives there. As funny as it is, it's one of the least populated states in the U.S., but they're very pro-business and pro-crypto. It's very interesting. So what she wants to do, she created this Responsible Financial Innovation Act. Okay, she's been working on that for a while, since last year apparently, and she wants to put some clarity into taxation. And I'm hoping that she can pass that bill that would help in America clarify things and simplify people's lives. Because at some point they're going to tax your crypto if you live in the US. And see, what we're really looking at is just integrating digital assets into the system of taxation. Okay? All governments want to do that at some point. But here, they're trying to make it easier and less painful, which is a good idea. It's like the problem is that many people unwittingly face is that the whole slew of common instances are in fact taxable events. For starters, paying for something in Bitcoin or another coin equates to selling it in Uncle Sam's eyes, they say. So if you bought a Bitcoin when the coin was at 20,000 and purchased a Tesla with the Bitcoin while it was at 35,000, you're going to be hit with a capital gains tax on the $15,000 difference. So that makes your life a little bit complicated, okay? Because now you're buying a car with your Bitcoin, and that created a taxable event, which and you're gonna have to pay taxes on the capital gain that you incurred, on top of paying for the car. Okay, so the headaches never end. So here they're trying to provide a tax exclusion of she wanted more than $600, but they're trying to pass the bill, so they don't want to put too big an amount, and it's probably going to be less than 600, so they're probably going to drop to $100 or whatever. So they're trying to reduce things so that each time you buy something small, like let's say you buy a coffee at Starbucks, you're not gonna be hit with a tax bill on top. Okay, it becomes a little bit too cumbersome and difficult to deal with. What they should have done personally is like say, okay, Bitcoin is a currency. Okay, because currencies are not let's say you have multiple currencies in your wallet. Let's say you got US dollars, you got Japanese yen, and you got euros in there, or British pounds, or whatever. Okay, they don't tax you on the price variations. Okay, so you would have like if the British pound goes up, for instance, and you pay something with your British pound, you're not going to be having to pay tax on a capital gain on that. Okay, so they should have done the same thing with Bitcoin and Ethereum and all those cryptocurrencies. But this bill doesn't target that. So personally, if I were to make a bill about this, I would have said, okay, let's the cryptocurrencies are currencies, period. Okay, people can still we can still tax them in various ways. Okay, if they make income out of those currencies, we're gonna tax the shit out of them. Okay, or whatever. But they should remove the stupid capital gains tax. It makes life insanely complicated. Okay, to be fair, Loomis is trying to alleviate this, but it should be completely eliminated. It's just that in the US right now, cryptocurrencies are not considered currencies, they're considered assets. And it's a little bit like you buy a house, okay, and you sell it, and if you made a profit selling the house, then you're charged capital gains tax on it. So basically, they consider cryptocurrencies in the US like houses. It's as stupid as that. Okay, it's a little bit like you say, oh, I'm going to buy a burger with a fraction of my house. It makes no sense, but who said that governments make any sense? But anyway, at least it's a step in the right direction. It's a very small step, but it might help some people. Hopefully they're going to try to clean up their act. The governments are insane over there. Anyway, there's a bunch of news. I'm not going to read all of it. eBay now is trying to add crypto as payment. See, that's what I keep saying. Crypto are currencies. Why is eBay accepting crypto as payment if it's not a currency? So why are we paying? Why does governments want us to pay capital gains on currencies when they don't charge capital gains on currencies? It's nonsense. Okay, so. And same thing here. Stripe launches support for cryptos. Okay, there's a lot of companies that are going to accept Bitcoin, Ether, and other cryptocurrencies as currencies. So governments should take them as currencies. They're ridiculous. Now this I find here very, very, very alarming. I'm going to go in detail into this thing. So you've got this company here that thinks it's they're geniuses here, Chanalysis. So now these guys are going to spy on you. Okay, basically they're going to take the blockchain data. The blockchain is public. Okay, so every transaction you make is public, and it has your crypto wallet associated with it, but not necessarily your name associated with it. Okay, and now they're going to screen all transactions that happen on DeFi, on everything. Okay, everything that happens on the blockchain, to see if you respect sanctions. Yeah. So if your government, okay, like Canada, for instance, okay, Canada wanted to seize crypto assets that were sent to some truckers that didn't want to get vaccinated. It could be stupid like that. Who knows what governments are going to come up with, okay? It doesn't have to be just Ukraine and Russia war, okay? They could decide that people that eat cheese on Tuesday, okay, cannot trade crypto. Okay, and if you do, you're gonna be fined and you're gonna be taxed and you're gonna go to jail or whatnot. You don't know what stupid rule they're gonna come up with. Okay, and this crazy ass company here is helping them. Okay, if you look into it, what they're trying to do, so they say blockchain analysis company Chanalysis today announced the launch of 2 new tools that will make it easier to screen cryptocurrency wallets for sanction compliance. So they're going to check your MetaMask to see if you've done anything bad with your crypto. How nice. The tools will include on-chain Oracle, which is available today, and an API, an application programming interface that acts as a connection between computers, expected to launch next month. As countries around the world continue to leverage economic sanctions in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, decentralized Web3 groups like DEXs, a DEX is like Uniswap. So they're going to monitor Uniswap. They're going to monitor PancakeSwap. They're going to monitor Trader Joe. They're going to monitor SpookySwap. They're going to monitor all places where people trade crypto. And DeFi, well, Abracadabra, Balancer, all the places where you invest. They're going to scan all that, all the DAOs, okay? And it's not just Olympus DAO, like decentralized autonomous organizations, and there are thousands of them. And dApps. dApp is any code that is on the blockchain that helps you invest or play game. If you're a gamer and you're on you're playing what's it called, Alexium or Axie Infinity, they're gonna monitor that too. So Russians won't be able to play games now, and now they claim it's just for Russia, but that's the start. That's just the start. You got to understand the purpose of this. They're using the Russian invasion of Ukraine as a pretext, okay, to get into your privacy and attack you, so that they can seize your crypto, they can tax your crypto, and they monitor everything that you're going to be doing. And these tools are going to help do that. So it says here, see, and again, don't believe a freaking word you hear here, okay? As countries around the world continue to leverage economic sanctions in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, decentralized web apps like all these, the developers are searching for lightweight tools to help them and their customers comply with sanction policies. Oh yeah. Developers think about that all day long. There's not a freaking developer that cares about this stuff. Okay? This is a pretext. This is a pretext. Okay, they're lying to their teeth because they Chanalysis wants to sell this freaking product. Okay, it's supposed to be free to end users and blah blah blah, but you know what I mean. These guys work hand in hand with governments that want to take your crypto and take your privacy away. That's what they're doing. So now is the time for the industry to demonstrate that blockchain's inherent transparency make cryptocurrency a powerful deterrent to sanction evasion. Very, very nice. I love this. The company says that these tools will be provided to cryptocurrency market participants for free. Guanager added that Chanalysis has prioritized the development of these tools in order to give the crypto industry what they need to conduct sanction screening at no cost to them. Yeah, see how nice? It's free. We're gonna spy on you for free. Don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry about it. We're giving you these tools for free so that we can spy on you for free. Okay, thanks. These anyway, it's like the sanction screening oracle is a smart contract, okay, and it validates whether a cryptocurrency address has been included in a sanction designation. Okay, so if the government say, all right, let's say the EU says, okay, people from Russia cannot do any crypto transactions, well, now they're going to know. Okay, they're going to find the information and provide, and Chanalysis is going to provide that to the EU government, and the EU government is going to do whatever they want to do. Okay, but that's just a pretext. If one day you do anything, okay, that they don't like, you're going to be on that list, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, and you don't have to be a criminal to be put on those sanction lists. Okay. It gives them too much power. I really don't like it. All right, so this is also very, very worrisome. Tether, USDT, okay? There's a $4 billion hedge fund that's shorting Tether's stablecoin. Tether has been in the news for a long time. A lot of people say that that stablecoin has no backing or not enough backing, and so on. If you read the article, there's a lot of worries about how well backed USDT is. And the problem for me is that USDT is, or Tether, is centralized. Okay, so it can be manipulated easily, and governments can get their hands on it, okay, and force people that have they can force the company, okay, Tether, to block your crypto in your wallet, and you cannot use it. They can do that. Okay, as happened with Tether and USDC because they're centralized. Okay, whether it's legitimate or not, governments should not have those powers to. It's a little bit like you have money in your under your pillow, and they found a way to get their hands there. Okay, you really want that? I don't want to give that kind of power to anybody, government or not. Okay? My money is my business. Okay? It's not theirs. Okay? They think they own me. They don't. Okay? We have to fight this back. That's why I want decentralization. I want decentralized cryptocurrencies like UST and MIM and others. My finance. There's several decentralized cryptocurrencies, so we should definitely encourage decentralized cryptocurrencies. And that's why, in part, why UST and Luna are so popular right now, because they are decentralized. So we got to be careful with this stuff. What time is it? Yeah. So it says the hedge fund is also reportedly betting that its decision could generate a profit within 12 months. So basically, they're hoping to that USDT is going to go off peg. Okay. So if you look at USDT, this is the third largest cryptocurrency in the world, right after Ether and Bitcoin. Think about that. There's $80 billion in there. 80 billion. They're betting against this. Okay? They're betting that it's going to go off peg. It's pretty much at peg right now at 0.99999. Okay? But they're working at destabilizing this. Okay? The hedge funds don't place big bets like that unless they have a strategy to push this thing off a cliff. I wouldn't put a lot of my money on USDT right now because those guys are trying to push it off the peg. They're going to spread bad rumors. Whether they're true or not, it doesn't matter. But if you are invested a lot in Tether, I would say maybe it's a good time to diversify out of that. Keep some, okay? Don't liquidate all your USDT right away. But you should have other coins as well. You have USDC, it's centralized, but there's a lot less bad rumors against it. Well, Terra is here, but you would use, you also have Binance USD, BUSD, that's supposed to be very good. But I would prefer putting money here in Terra and TU and UST, okay, because this one is decentralized. And there's DAI, which is half decentralized. It used to be more decentralized. Now it's mostly backed by USDC, which I don't like. And you've got further down, we're going to find MIM at some point. Okay, MIM is quite big. If we can find it, can we find it? Yeah, it's the 49th largest currency of all. Okay, with almost $3 billion. So it's not small. I would put some money in MIM. I would put some of my money in USDT, and also my Matic or my, okay, just to be a little bit safe in case they push this thing off peg using whatever mechanism those crazy hedge funds use. They hedge funds are like sharks. Okay, they find an opportunity, and they're gonna bite as soon as they can. Okay, to try to make their bet a reality. So you gotta be careful with that. Yeah. So anyway, they're gonna. There's a lot of information here related to Tether. You see, some of it is very worrisome. It says in May last year, Tether released a breakdown of its reserves for the first time since 2014. As of March 2021, the company said almost 76% of the stablecoin reserves were held in cash or cash equivalent. Now, a cash equivalent can be a lot of stuff. Okay, it can be all kinds of securities that are easy to convert into cash. But when you've got like 80 billion of them, okay, try to cash that out in a day. Not easy. Okay, that creates a lot of disruption. So if that hedge fund pushes Tether, okay, in a corner, they might have trouble, liquidating those securities and turning them into cash quickly. Okay, that might happen. So be careful. Don't put too much of your money in USDT. All right, so we're gonna take questions now before we go. So let's have a look here. All right. Okay, welcome everybody. It's gonna be 2020 problems times 10. Yeah, probably. But I tell you, whether the market's going up or the market's going down, or even if it's going sideways, there's always a way to make some money. Okay? So, I'm not worried about recessions and bear markets or whatever, wars or anything like that. As I showed you in my very famous and lovely video here, Time to Be Your Own Bank, there are ways to take advantage of things. There are ways to take advantage of the rising price of oil and precious metals, and there are ways to take advantage of a stock market that's bearish and so on. Okay, watch that video. I explain it all. Mr. Vault, how are you? I'm fine, thank you, and you? Thanks for watching. Criminals, are banks holding Bitcoin? Of course they're holding Bitcoin. That ain't no lady. Can you explain the return of loans after you borrow from Anchor, SUST, or Estera? And what protocols was returning the loans automatic, like Alchemix? I'm not sure. SUST? Who's doing SUST? The new protocol? Do we have that? We don't have SUST. We have AUST. Are you talking about Anchor? I don't know what you're talking about. At the moment, I don't think there is a protocol that works exactly like Alchemix. Okay, I don't think you have a protocol where you can deposit some let's say UST, okay, and take a loan out of that, and the loan pays itself off automatically. I'm not aware of one that's working like that on the Terra ecosystem yet. I think there's some that are promising to offer that, but I've not seen it yet. Maybe Mars Protocol? Is that what you're talking about? Could be Mars Protocol, but I don't know if I haven't seen it implemented yet. If we go to Mars, Mars. Okay, Mars Protocol. Mars is, has a lot of promises. I'm hoping they're going to be implemented. It's supposed to become a very exciting lending platform. So far, it's not that exciting to me. If we look at it, okay, is it ready? Right now, for instance, we're not getting much of an APY on our deposits. Yeah, 0.03%. Yeah, that doesn't cover inflation at all. You can borrow pretty cheap though on your deposits. What's supposed to be more exciting are the fields, which are supposed to have various strategies that are supposed to give us a better yield, as we can see here. But there's only these three strategies at the moment. They're still very much at the very, very early beginning. Okay, I'm hoping they're gonna have something more exciting coming, but it remains to be seen. If you've got the name of a protocol that does what Alchemix does on Terra, let me know, and then we'll have a look at it. Um, Alchemist is a great protocol. I'm going to make a video about it. I did make a video about it months and months and months ago. Nothing happened since I made the video, so it's pretty much the same. See, if you go on, of course, this works better on a computer web browser. It's more difficult to search on a phone. But when we get to my DeFi crypto page and go video, come. We should be able to search. Yeah. So you click on search here and you write Alchemix. There you go. 8 months ago, I made a video about this, okay? And I'm telling you, nothing has changed much since then. Well, I mean, a few things, okay, here and there, but the basics have not changed, okay? That's why I did not make a new video about it. Also, for the longest time, Ethereum gas fees were through the roof. Now they're a lot cheaper. So if you want to take advantage of Alchemix, you could. It's cheaper. But the way it works, I mean, let's have a look at it. Alchemix. All right, so that's their main page. They just have a few tiny changes. I mean, from the end user's point of view. Under the hood, they made more changes, but it's not that exciting. So basically, the idea is that you deposit some DAI, and you're going to mint AL USD, which is another stable coin. And you could also deposit some ETH and mint some AL ETH. Okay. And then you transmute them 1-to-1. You can trade them on Curve. You can trade them on ETH on Saddle Finance, and you can farm as well. So, but basically, if you've got some DAI in your wallet, you deposit your DAI. It's going to earn an APY. And you're going to use this, and you can borrow. So you deposit first, and you can borrow LUSD out of it. And the APY that's here pays back that loan gradually. So over time, your loan shrinks. Okay? And meanwhile, you can do what you want with the LUSD. You can go on Curve and you can trade it for other stable coins like USDT, USDC, MIM, or whatever. And you can reinvest it somewhere else. You can cash it out of crypto, turn it into fiat, buy yourself a car, whatever you want. A guy apparently deposited, I don't know, 80,000 or something, and bought himself a boat, okay, with the LUSD. So there are all kinds of things you can do with your money, okay. It makes for a loan that is, how can I put it? It's almost a free loan, although your investment here, okay, is not growing very, very fast. It doesn't beat inflation. So it's mostly what you're going to do with this money, the LUSD, that could be more profitable, okay? But then again, why not just invest your DAI? So you got to figure out, okay, does it work for your personal financial situation or not, okay? I think it's a great idea. I like the idea of having a loan that self-repays. I like the idea of having a loan that cannot be liquidated. Those are really good ideas. Is it very profitable? Not that much. Okay, so there's all kinds of stuff. but it's fun to look at. You think Tomb is going to be back to its peg with Phantom? Maybe. So we can look at Tomb. I mean, the guy who's backing Tomb is a billionaire, and he's very, very involved in the project. So he probably wants it to succeed. But you have to understand, yeah, it's below peg right now. You can still make money in the cemetery. Okay, if you go there and you use this, at some point it's going to show us some rates. So the annual APR is not bad at 65%. Okay, so there's still ways to make money with this thing, even though it's below peg. Okay, and I think they've got a system. I don't know if it's working right now or not. Is it in the pit? Yeah, you could convert your Tomb token for T-bond tokens. Okay, and yeah, there's a way for you to profit from this. Like when you convert from Tomb to T-bond, essentially they're supposed to be burning Tomb. Okay, and when they burn Tomb, that means the supply is shrinking, and that will help bring it back over peg. Now, what you can do is accumulate T-bonds, and once it's over peg, you convert back your T-bonds to Tomb, and you pocket a profit here. Okay, you don't lose money here, but you can make money here once it's over peg. And by converting your Tomb to T-bond, you're helping bring Tomb back over peg. That's the point of this system. Okay. So so anyway, there's still a way to make some money. You can still make 65% APR annual, and you can also convert your Tomb into T-bonds to help it push the price of the Tomb token above peg. Okay, and once it's above peg, you make a profit here by converting it back from converting back your T-bond to Tomb. Okay, next. Hello, Sanjay. How are you? Can you give insight on Quant, Harmony, and Hedera cryptos? And are these as good as Luna for long term? Well, we talked about Hedera, I think, and I was like, what is it for? There's no DeFi on it, and Quant, I don't think there's DeFi on that thing. Let me check. DeFi Llama. So if we go in chains, those are all chains, right? I'm pretty sure. Come on, chains. See if we've got Quant. Does it show at all? No result. And then you got Harmony. Okay, Harmony does exist. Harmony, okay, yeah, I forget. Harmony is, to me, in my eyes, okay, this is my personal opinion, it's like a smaller Phantom. Okay, it's like a newer, later in the coming Phantom. I think it's pretty dynamic. I mean, I'm not a developer. I don't know the ins and outs of development within Harmony, but it looks promising. And it's very cheap right now. The token is quite cheap, I think. Harmony 1. Come here. Harmony. How much is it now? It's probably really, really cheap. 12 cents right now. And if we look, can we see a year on this? Yeah, it seems to be trading within a certain range. It's near its low right now of back in June. Okay, it's close to that. I mean, the market doesn't look like great anywhere right now, so I'm not sure how good the prospects are at Harmony, but I mean, I don't think it hurts to have a little bag of Harmony sitting in a drawer somewhere and just leaving it there for a while and see how it goes. Okay, I wouldn't put all my portfolio on this. Maybe, I don't know, 1%. Okay, just to bet on the growth of Harmony. Now we can see how well it's doing on here. So if we look at Harmony as a blockchain, how well it's doing. See, there was a big peak around January. It went back down, but a lot of stuff has been peaking at that time. So it's not a really bad indicator. If you look down here, see, a lot of people have been selling their jewels at DeFi Kingdom, so the price has been going down quite a bit. Curve's doing okay. I mean, I think it has potential. I wouldn't put too much money in it, but it's an interesting bet. And you want it, what, Hedera? Let's go back. Hedera is not listed. So there's no Hedera in DeFi. Personally, I like DeFi. I don't like to just buy a coin that does one thing. You know, like Quant, and right now I don't know what Hedera does. You need use cases to make things useful, and when things are useful, their prices go up. That's the point. Okay. I know there's a lot of promotion about Quant. I see that all the time on TikTok and so on. Hedera, I can't remember what that does. What is it? Hedera. Oh, wrong H. All right. Oh yeah, H bar. I wasn't very excited about it. I wasn't very excited about it. Let's go faster. Come on. Okay. See, they claim to be a blockchain, right? They claim to be 10 times faster and carbon negative, blah, blah, blah. Okay? They're not listed in all these blockchains, okay, and some of them are really small. I mean, I could start a blockchain, okay, and have 30 million, 300 million. No. This is not that. This is $312, okay, $500. I can start a blockchain, okay, and have $500 in it. Hedera doesn't even have that. They're not listed here. Okay, they don't have any DeFi. You have to have DeFi to be listed here. It's DeFi Llama. So I don't know what they're doing with their blockchain, but they're not doing DeFi because they're not listed here. So what's the point for me? Because I'm a DeFi kind of guy. Okay, I don't care if the transactions are 10 times faster if I'm not doing DeFi. Okay, what do? You just trade your coin back and forth. You just buy them, sell them. That's it. I mean, that's useless. Well, Mandip, if you have a question and it's off topic, I don't know. What's your question? Just ask a question. Okay. Too much to worry. I don't know what you're talking about, dear. Better life for everyone. Tether has always had issues with regard to its backing. Hence, do you agree DAI, USDC, and BUSD are more reliable? BUSD is claimed to be 100% backed by 100% US dollar bills. Okay, so I kind of trust that. USDC is supposed to be better. DAI is algorithmic, but it's based on USDC and a basket of other things. Originally, it was based on Ether only, but now it's more or less a copy of USDC. I'm not sure why they went that way. They need to think they don't own the money in your pocket. Definitely they do. Is there a way to do futures and options trading in crypto universe? Didn't you watch my videos? I made a video about DeFi options and DeFi perpetuals. I have here, this is perp. I keep talking about this, okay? You just need a wallet. You don't need to do KYC. You got all these markets here. You can go long and short, and the fees are very low, about $1 or $2, depending on the size of your transaction. And the gas fees on Optimism is ridiculously low. It's like a fraction of a penny to transact on Optimism. I highly recommend you have a look at this. And you also have Lyra. Let's do Lyra. This one. If you want to do options in DeFi, no KYC, you go here. There you go. You can buy yourself some options. You want to buy, you want to put, you want to call, you want to go long, you want to go short, and then you choose your expiries. Okay, there you go. Those are two examples. I mean, there are tons of examples. I'm going to make videos about various protocols. I just need the time. I'm very busy. Because making a video specific about a project and going through the transactions step by step, that takes hours and hours of preparation to do. It's not as fast as doing the news and the question and answers. Okay, we're running out of time. I've got 5 minutes. Okay. Hammer, welcome. How do systems rely on the internet? Well, yeah, I mean, if they block the internet, like right now, what's very troubling to me is that, well, we all know that China has its own internet and they're blocking whatever they want. Russia is going to do that as well. They're already implementing that now because of the war. And, believe it or not, EU, the European Union, is pretty much doing that. Also, it's telling Google what to post, what to show in the search results, and it's telling Facebook what to allow when you type your posts. Okay, so if you're saying something, let's imagine, okay, that you're pro-Russia, okay, in the Ukraine war. Okay, let's say you think, let's say you're Russian, okay, and let's say you live in Europe, and you say, well, why shouldn't Russia take over Ukraine? It's been part of Russia for hundreds of years. I think Ukraine belongs to Russia. That's your opinion. Maybe you're wrong, okay? Maybe it's terrible what you're saying, okay? But shouldn't you have freedom of speech and be able to express your opinion? But the EU doesn't want you to have freedom of expression. It's got laws right now that are forcing Google and Facebook and the internet service providers to censor what you're saying. So they might as well call themselves, you know, the European Chinese party. Okay, come on, it's about the same. Do you think now, hang on, another question if you have time. If you deposit a US test collateral mirror and you don't borrow anything because you wait for, you still get, yeah, you're going to get 20%. Do you think Russia is now resorting to crypto for most of its crucial necessary transactions, or keeping the economy afloat as the founder of Ethereum hails from Russia? Okay, the founder of Ethereum hails from Russia, but he's Canadian. I don't think he has anything to do with this at all. Is Russia going to use crypto for transaction? Quite possibly, but they have tons of gold. Okay, China has tons of gold and India has tons of gold. They're going to trade with gold. Mostly. It's a lot easier. And you cannot track it. Okay, you cannot track gold. I like that. I stack it along BTC or E. Cool. Okay, hang on. What's this? When you say there are lots of use cases for Ethereum, Luna, Solana, those are, what are those use cases and how are they adding value to the market? Just go on DeFi. You can deposit ETH on anything and earn interest on it. You can use it as to pay for gas. You can use it for as a currency to buy anything in the crypto world. Same with Solana. Same with everything. Okay, those are use cases. You can you can create LP pairs. You can use it as collateral. You can use it a million ways. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. What can you do with quant? Nobody's going to take your quant as collateral. Nobody's going to give you a quant loan. Nobody's going to give you the time of day if you've got quant. Okay? Though it doesn't have any use cases outside of its little bubble. Okay? I'm not saying it's a bad project. I just don't see any use cases for DeFi. What are repaying loans on Luna? There's kinetic money, but they're not launched yet. Well, talk to me when they're launched. Because I can say I've got the Chris DeFi protocol coming in 6 months, and it's got loans that pay back themselves that never get liquidated, and you're going to earn 200% on it per day. I can say that. It's not true, but I can say it. Don't buy the hype. Buy the real product when it's there. Okay, I've got a couple more minutes. Doesn't Tomb have a really bad DeFi safety score? Probably. I haven't checked it. If we go on DeFi safety, go here. You can search for Tomb. Probably has a pathetic safety rating. A lot of popular projects have terrible safety ratings. You have to understand that they are experimental. Oop, what am I typing? Tomb Finance, 14%. Wow, it's terrible. Now, if we click on this, yeah, you can see, yeah, total fail. The best part is the code and team, and that's still a failure. It has to be at least 70% to pass, and didn't pass this year. So very experimental. Don't put all your money there. Okay, very, very, very experimental. If we talk about self-repaying loans, what can you say about Stacks? I don't know. Who's Stacks? Gosh, you guys, you keep coming up with these crazy things. Stacks, what is that? Is it available? Okay. I'm gonna have a quick look at it. I don't have a lot of time right now. I'm already late for my next appointment. Unleash Bitcoin's full potential, really? I don't know. I'm not sure. Learn, build, explore, join. So it's a blockchain? What is this thing? Stacks looks like it's a blockchain. What does that have to do with alchemics? I don't get it. How do the project owners get money? Where do they develop apps? They get percentage of every transaction. Depends on the way the project is designed. Some projects the developers put out there and they don't earn a penny. Some projects are put out there and they take 50% of your cash. You know, you got to read the white paper. You got to learn how to understand the code a little bit. You got to do your research before you invest somewhere. Phantom ecosystem bleed right now. Lost half of its value in 1 month. Well, it's crypto. Grow up. Okay, markets go up, markets go down. What's the problem? I don't see a problem. I'm very bullish long term on Phantom. Thanks for the great content. I press the like button. I love you. Yeah, press the like button. I need it. VUR. I don't know what VUR is. Okay, so question. Strong is around 170. Is it worth to make a new node? I don't like Strong. I don't know how they make their money, but it's up to you. Nice title for the live stream, bud. Thanks. Hope you like it. You have a video or a blog article about your personal background and life? No. Why do you need to know about my personal background and life? I answer any question here, okay, if you want to know. You think there will be a new world order? Well, not Bush's, Papa Bush new world order. It's going to be a new crypto world order. Hi sir, do you have a chance to look into Near and Aurora? I recently saw a tomb fork that's creating its peg to Luna Aurora. Gas fees are cheap. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. When it's there, we'll talk about it. Okay, I really have to go. I'm late for an appointment. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video. Please, 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 please. So that's how we get more people to view the videos. We need people to like. If you like this video, like it. Hit the like. Also turn on the notifications. I'm trying to be consistent. But tomorrow and on the weekend, the videos are at 7 p.m. American Eastern Time. Or 6 p.m. sorry, around 6 p.m. between 6 and 7. Okay, that's our time. Monday to Friday, it's around 1 to 2 o'clock. And on the weekend, between 6 and 7, give or take. Okay, that's because of my work schedule, and I cannot get around that. So thank you very much for watching. I love your questions. Keep them coming at every video. I love them. I like to help you guys understand what crypto is about, and that's why I take your questions. And I'm going to make more videos explaining strategies and stuff as soon as I have time. It's just that they take many, many hours to make. But that's coming. That's coming. I'm going to have options and perpetual futures and all kinds of fun strategies coming at you. Okay. So bye-bye, everybody, and